Hey guys, just a couple quick things before I get started here. First, desktop stores, I will give you your packets back tomorrow in class, so you can expect to have those before desktop stores on Friday. Um, 3-minute math dashes are over on the door. They're also posted on Edmodo, so if you need any practice, definitely grab those. And then the last thing is that our homework is due on Friday. It is down in the bottom left-hand corner of the board. Take a look at that, get started. It's actually not too intense. It's pretty straightforward, so just pay attention to the scores that you have to get. So, over Christmas break, I was flipping through the television stations and there was a TV show on I literally never watch. I never watch this TV show. But when I stopped, there was some sort of reason that I must have stopped on it because I saw this clip and it fascinated me the entire Thanksgiving vacation. And so I had to show it to you today. It's from the TV show The Big Bang Theory, which is a total nerd show, but it's actually really funny. And on the left hand side of the screen here, this is Raj, and on the right hand side of the screen, this is Sheldon. And they're having an argument about something. And I couldn't stop thinking about this argument and what Sheldon says like over the entire break. So I want to see what you think of this clip, and then I will let you think about it, and then I will talk to you again after you see it. So here it is.
Saturn 3 is on. I don't want to watch Saturn 3. Deep Space Nine is better. How is Deep Space Nine better than Saturn 3? Simple subtraction would tell you it's 6 better. Compromise. Watch Babylon 5. In what sense is that a compromise? Well, 5 is part way between 3. Never mind. I'll tell you what, how about we go rock, paper, scissors? Well, I don't think so. No. Anecdotal evidence suggests that in a game of rock, paper, scissors, players familiar with each other will tie 75 to 80% of the time due to the limited number of outcomes.
Okay, so in case you missed it, Sheldon basically makes this statement about rock, paper, scissors, which is one of my favorite games to play to decide things, especially to decide arguments. And Sheldon says, in a game of rock, paper, scissors, players who are familiar with one another will tie 75% to 80% of the time. I couldn't believe this statistic. It just seemed too good to be true. And so I wanted to see what you thought of it today. So the first thing that you're going to do is this. I'm interested in your opinion about this statement. So if you look at the rock, paper, scissors lab that you have, you'll notice that at the top, let me pull that up here. You'll notice at the top there are two QR codes. These QR codes, I need you to scan. They're like little mini surveys, and they're asking your opinion about Sheldon's statement. So go ahead and scan those QR codes or type in the URL into your device. Take those two surveys, and then when you're finished, come right back here. All right, okay, go. Go ahead and do that. Okay, well, welcome back. Now that you have taken those two surveys and I have all of your guesses and your information, we actually need to play rock, paper, scissors. And we are actually going to play rock, paper, scissors over 1,000 times. Now, each class is going to be responsible for their own data, and then we'll combine all of the data together, and we will actually test Sheldon's hypothesis or his statement to see if what he says about tying 75 to 80% of the time is actually true. And it starts with you actually playing the games. So if you look at your lab sheet, you'll notice that there are spaces here for 3 different matches. Match 1, match 2, and match 3. That's because you're going to be working in a small team to play 3 matches of rock, paper, scissors, and then at the end, you'll record and total all of your results here at the bottom. So since you'll be working in teams of 3, and there are 3 matches, that means that each person in your team will play someone else in your team 1 time for a total of 3 games. So for instance, if you have 3 people in your team, person A will play person C, then person A will play person B, Then person B will play person C for a total of 3 games, which means that you all played one another. 7th period, here are the teams that you'll be working in. So here are the 9 groups. Shreya, I know this looks really strange because you can't play yourself in rock, paper, scissors. So here's what I need you to do. First, if anyone in 7th period is absent today, you're going to take their place. So for instance, in group number 4, if Dora is absent, you'll actually just pretend that you're Dora for the purposes of this experiment. Now, Shreya, if nobody is absent, then what I need you to do is you and Swati are going to be group 9, and you two will just play 3 games against each other and record your results. 8th period, here are your teams. Edvina and Z, you'll notice that in group 8, there are only 2 of you, so that means that you'll actually play each other for 3 matches. So, these are your teams, and this is how your rock, paper, scissors games will be played. As you work through your games of rock, paper, scissors today, make sure that you're taking the time to record who the winner is, or if there is a tie. That way, at the end, it will be really easy for you to record your totals. So there'd be 5 wins here, 3 wins here, and 2 ties. And then at the end, you'll add up all of your totals down here in these boxes at the bottom. And then the final thing I need you to do after you come up with your totals down here at the bottom is I need you to go to the back of the room. You'll notice that there are 2 large whiteboards. One is for 7th period and one is for 8th period. And I need you or someone in your team to write your totals on your whiteboard next to your group number. You'll notice that the 7th period board is the blue board and the 8th period board is the orange board. So please make sure that you get your totals up there for your team. Once you've done that, you and your teammates can go ahead and turn your lab over and start to work on the back together. If you don't finish today, the back is not homework. That's where we'll start tomorrow. And I will see you then.